Hello everybody, this is Eli. Today we're gonna talk about something else. We're talking about Colin Kaepernick. Okay, now Colin Kaepernick, since he been protesting, well, he haven't played like they not signing him. The NFL, none of the teams are signing him. So now he's suing the NFL for basically saying that the owners come together and tell everybody, they really don't want him. So because it's that, he probably will never play another game. I won't say never. He probably will never play, though. I will obviously say he probably will never play another game as a starter because of that. He will never be another starter or starting quarterback ever again, just because of that one reason. Excuse me. But I will say this, like I don't know why his team or the people that's around him aren't telling him no company is gonna hire you if you suing them. Let's say if I'm working for like Publix or any company, or if I'm in the NBA or anything, and I'm suing the company, and they let me go, and I'm just gonna show back out their door like, hey, I'm ready, I'm good now, I got this, and that. No, they're not gonna hire because you're still suing them. So obviously he has to drop the lawsuit. Now another thing about Kaepernick is that let's all be honest. Colin Kaepernick, he is protesting the right thing. He's saying that there's a problem in America, which is he's not the first one that said. Many people been saying this. Many stars, athletes, lawyers, all type of people across the board in America has been saying there's a problem with police brutality, with mass incarceration, and just really there's a problem in America, and people, the politicians and the people that's in power need to try to help to fix. But it's the way he went about it was the wrong way, you could say. I'm not saying kneeling in front of the flag is the wrong way to go about protesting, but I'm just saying the way he went about it was was basically, to me, I think it was wrong. I think with Kaepernick, yeah, everybody gonna say it's a complicated situation, but if you're in the NFL and you're the top quarterback in the NFL, I'm pretty sure you know a lot of people that used to be in the NFL, or at least you have access to them, or you could get in contact with them. I truly feel like he should have contacted somebody like a James Brown or anybody in the NFL that do have those type of work that's just trying to help the black community, as you could say, or the poor community. It's not really like a black community thing no more, to be really honest with you. It's really like a poor community, because it's wherever you at. If you live in a poor community, either you white, black, Hispanic, wherever you at, if you are poor, the police will treat you bad. Maybe when you go to in front of the judge might look at you different. You know what I'm saying? But most of the case, I mean, you know what I'm saying, that's might be it. It's just when you get in front of that judge, depending who that judge is, and most of the time, the judge now don't even really look at it like that. They really go by what you did prior to when you come in front of them. But what I could say is that I just think he should have contacted somebody. He should have at least trying to get a contact with somebody like, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. This is, you know, what I'm trying to do and shit. This is what I'm trying to do. How can I go about it? How can I do it? And especially, he knew that his contract was coming over. Like, he knew that he was gonna have to look for a new team, either resign or look for a new team. Like, he knew that. So that's why I think he. And another thing, I think he really, really messed up at, where he wore the socks with the flying pigs on it. I think that was really, really a bad mistake to do that. Because, yeah, we all want the same thing. We all want the police brutality to stop. But you really can't, it's just like Martin Luther King said, you can't, draw our hate with hate. You feel me? Because Martin Luther King could have come out and said, hey, all white people are this, but he know that you can't do that, because all white people is not like that. You know what I'm saying? Not all white people hate black people. So you really cannot, just like all cops are not bad cops. Even most black people that you see, most likely they got a cop in their family. So they know that, okay, it's police brutality, but I'm not gonna say my cousin that's a cop, my brother that's a cop, my uncle that's a cop. He the one that do brutality and stuff. It's it really, like, this is really a complicated situation. That's why I think he really should have go to somebody and ask them, more about it, see what's going, to see how what he can really do. And when you put the socks with the cops with the flying pigs, you really, they looking at it like you generalizing them, just like you telling them not to generalize us. You know what I'm saying? So if they do, if some of them, because I can even say they, if some people are demonizing us and we don't want that, we definitely can't go and demonize them, because they definitely gonna say, like, ain't no target. Because when you demonizing the whole group, because it's not. There's great cops out there. We all know that. Everybody, every single person, I don't care who it is in America that's saying police brutality, know that there is great cops out here. They don't have some interaction with some great cops. Every single person, I don't care who it is, every single person that I talk to that have experienced racism, they can't say that all white people are racist, because we all have great experiences with white people. We can't, that's just the honest truth. You can't really, because, you can't say that all cops are bad. Yeah, there's a really big problem in America, but trust me, the cops, you can't really blame the cops, because they're just doing their job. They really, like, they like pennies to what really, they like nothing to what really is going on. There's a lot of things going on. And I really think, like, to just come out and just say, the cops anyway, it's just the cop, da 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 da. Yeah, that's, of course, there's bad cops. Cops get arrested all the time. I'm pretty sure every year, bunch of cops go to jail for committing crimes, for doing police brutality. You know what I'm saying? The cities that lose money and stuff, you feel me? Money that could have go to school, but because of what the cops are doing, we losing it because of the lawsuit and stuff. So I'm pretty sure that, of course, and especially, I'm a black man too, so I'm not gonna sit here and say both police brutality and racism don't exist in America. That's just idiotic, for me to, as a black man, to even say that. You know what I'm saying? But you definitely cannot generalize everything. And another thing, I do think that his stance where he don't give no interviews. Like, there's no interview on him on CNN, ABC, not anything. Like, I'm not saying to go to Fox News and argue with these people all day, but at least, there is some shows on Fox News you can go to. Not all Fox News is all, like, that's what people don't understand. Not all Fox News is all like Sean Hannity and Tuck Carlson and stuff. They actually do have people on there that actually do good work. You feel me? And but that's the people that's over there that get the pop, that do get, that is popular. So people trying to say, you know what I'm saying? But I do think he should give some interviews. Even me, like, I support him. I think what he doing is dope. But, like, I never see him, you know what I'm saying, like, do no interview. You feel me? Like, and I be wondering, like, why you don't do no interview? Just do some interview of your work, just showing, because people that even don't know what you're doing, they get to see what you're doing. They get to feel different. Just like Martin Luther King wasn't just talking; he was doing the work, and people was actually seeing what he was doing. You feel me? So that's what I think. You feel me? That's what I, just like Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? He protested, but Muhammad Ali was on talk shows, was on TV show. He was still a personality that people could talk to. Still was going to, like, Germany and stuff. Play around with the people. With kids and old people and women, and you know what I'm saying. Just be with the people, and I just don't think like he isolate himself too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be with the people. At least let us see you with the people that you saying that, you know what I'm saying, you protesting for. Because if we don't see you with the people and you really just shooting money like that, it's good. But if we don't see you with the people actually out there, you know what I'm saying, then we thinking like, some people are just like, oh man, that's just another agenda. You feel me? But I do hope that I get to see him play football again. But at this point, I think like he should probably think like of another career, maybe acting. You know what I'm saying? Because he's already famous, so they will, of course, let him act. He probably could go into one of some of these reality TV shows, or maybe he could even write something or direct something. You know what I'm saying? He could do plenty of other stuff. He's a good looking guy, a young guy. You feel me? So he got his whole life ahead of him. So I'm pretty sure he could do pretty much. But the NFL, as far as him, like a lot of people saying he might have a champion story where he come back and win a Super Bowl and everybody get behind him. But I don't think that will ever happen. That's with the NFL, how competitive the NFL is, and how good the team is. And when you spend a lot of time from a sport like that, that's not happening, man. That's literally out of the picture, man. If it was another sport, then he probably could join the team and still be on the starting while they were in the championship. But he's the quarterback. You're not starting no quarterback position after all this time, man. Like it's a big chicken now. But I do wish the brother luck. I do think he doing this dope. I do think that, and I just think like maybe even the thing with him and James Brown got into it, because James Brown he's an OG in the game. He been fighting for black people rights. He been helping black people, regardless a lot of black people saying about him right now, the young people. But James Brown, he's an OG. You know what I'm saying? He could have his opinion. He could have his opinion on whatever, because trust me, that man, he done take a lot of hits for black people to be. He's one of the OG that took the hits for black people to be where they're at today. So he could have his opinion. He could be a Republican, Democrat for all I care, because at the end of the day, he is one of them OGs. He is one of them people, like if we was some other race, he'd be one of them people that be in Bibles and stuff. You get what I'm saying? So, of course, I always say salute. Salute to Jim Brown. Of course, salute to Kaepernick, you know what I'm saying? Just everybody out there, you know what I'm saying? Just when you're doing something, you just got to know how you're doing it. And you got to watch how you're going about it. Because at the end of the day, yeah, people do want to help. Everybody know that it's a problem. People want to help it, but if you're not a likable, it's just like you can have the best product, but if you're not a likable guy, if you're not a likable face, if you're not a likable person, nobody's gonna buy your product. You can have the best shoes, if you're not a likable face, you know what I'm saying? People, if you're not a likable person, it's like Ali. He was a likable person. You know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King, the same way. He's a likable person. Obama, regardless, people could say what they want about him. If you have a conversation or watch him have a conversation with somebody, you know that he's a likable guy. You feel me? And we can't see that you're a likable guy if you're not in front of us. You know what I'm saying? Like we're only hearing when you come on TV, you come on your Instagram and just say a couple of stuff. So that's what I would like to say. But salute to that boy. I hope everything get cool and you know what I'm saying, he get back, and salute, you feel me? Salute to everybody out there fighting for their rights, fighting for my rights, fighting for my kids' rights, fighting for everybody right. Let's just get this thing together, you feel me? Let's get to it, and just stop killing each other for real.